the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back, looking for help. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Mustangs offense will be first on the attack. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man, and he'll be brought down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll pull it down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Golden Gophers have it with a first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Intercepted deep in his own defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. Balls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Minnesota! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lowers those pads. Get him out of bounds, but not before he's crossed midfield and gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. The very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Cantrell. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Throwing on the run. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that.
This time it's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Pugh. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Golden Gophers will go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Love the play call going RPO on 4th down here. And how about the offensive line just digging deep, getting low to the ground, and just getting a better push in the trenches to help that running back get that first.
Touchdown, Golden Gopher! Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch on the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. QB got it himself. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick.
Got enough space, and he left it impossible. Touchdown, Minnesota! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Here's a hit. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. Fire to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times and is 3rd down now. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Throws to the tight end. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got his man. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take another shot here. He's got it inside the 15. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. They're trailing by 11 to Louisville.
To the air, it's Cantrell.
If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone.
There he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying play action. The quick out. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run for it on third and short. Down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dances away. Flips it out to the back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. They're going back to the ground. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner will be brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw it. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lost to fire on second down. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting absolutely nowhere on second, just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Right down the middle. It's caught. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
42, Spider.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign. Coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they have divided these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Ballmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're
fires toward the end zone. Falls in complete, and he did everything perfectly. He step, catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Fires to the big fella. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off in another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for this offense. Points have been hard to come by. Only 7 points, and finally here late in the game, you get an opportunity down close, and you throw an interception. We're going to have to go back, watch the film, and improve before taking the field next week.
Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Defense.
Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down. This time, the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Just complete and utter dominance. And this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.